So come to sit, get ready for a little bit of meditation. Come to sit and close your eyes and get really comfortable and start to breathe. Maybe take a few inhales through the nose and exhales through the mouth to really, really let go. To let go and sigh. There's something about that exhalation through the mouth that sometimes feels just a little bit more like it's helping you to really connect with the breath and to connect to how you're feeling and to any tension that just needs to go. And then start to breathe in and out through your nose, as that really helps us to breathe in a more conscious, mindful way. And it's just as much as you need as you start to become aware of your body as you breathe, just adjust it. Make space for the breath. Let your eyes be closed, your eyelids be soft. And if you could focus on relaxing the muscles of your face, it's so sensitive, the face. It's a bit like the hands and feet. You can actually do reflexology on the face. It's like pressure points all over it. So if you can relax the muscles there on the forehead, the eyes, the temples, cheeks, nose, mouth, chin, jaw, that relaxation will then really work through your body. So it's like if you can begin here, and it's quite easy to sort of be aware of the face. Some parts of the body are quite difficult to connect with, but the face is something we normally can connect with. And if any parts of the body, if any parts of the face, sorry, feel really tight, like the jaw perhaps, you could open and close the mouth a few times. And maybe have a little wriggle with your lower jaw, just to release it. And if the face feels that it would be beneficial to just bring the fingers up and just tap, use the fingers to tap over the face. It's like a nice way to relax the muscles. Just brings the blood supply up to the surface of the skin, which helps to release the muscles. So that could feel nice, just really gentle tapping around the face, cheeks, nose, forehead, maybe just slightly over the hairline and the ears, maybe over your throat. Might feel so nice you want to go down over your neck as well, your throat. Just sort of wakes everything up, which normally leads to a little bit of a relaxation too. So bring your hands down when you're ready, but you don't have to. If you're enjoying that, keep going. And come back to the breath again. And I want you to take your awareness down into your base chakra, down into Muladhara. So that's all around your hips, around your lower back, and the parts of your body that are sinking into the floor. So tops of thighs, maybe the feet, parts of the feet. And when we're connected into our base, into our root, our anchor, or Muladhara, as it's known in Sanskrit, we feel pretty safe and secure in our bodies. We feel like things are okay. We feel like our sort of basic needs in life are covered, so we can then work on the more creative, imagineering, lovely parts of life, rather than having to focus on the basics all the time, like earning enough and having a roof over our heads and being loved and cared for, which are all basic needs. And so just hold your awareness down in your base and soften it. And imagine, if you can, the color red all around your lower back and hips, because that's the color of your base chakra. Each of the 7 chakras in the body have a color corresponding to the rainbow until you get to the crown, which would then be white or gold rather than violet. But you've got red at the base and orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, And it used to be violet at the crown, but it's thought that the energy on the planet has changed so dramatically over the last 50, 60 years that it's now thought to be white gold, much purer light energy coming through the crown of the head. And if the world was changing over the last 50, 60, maybe 70, 80 years, even back to sort of after the Second World War, what's happening now over these weeks and months make that look very slow, because everything's just happening so quickly now. We're going into speed overdrive. So really important to feel connected down into your base at all times. So imagine that red color there, just hooking you in, keeping you where you need to be right here. And as you breathe here, I'm just going to read you a lovely poem called Celebrate You. You are worth celebrating. You are worth everything. You are unique in all the world. There is only one you. There is only one person with your talents, your experience, and your gift. No one can take your place. God created only one you, precious in his sight. You have great potential to love, to care, to create, to grow, to sacrifice. If you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter your age or your color or whether your parents love you or not, let that go. It belongs to the past. You belong to the now. It doesn't matter what you have been, the wrong that you have done, the mistakes that you've made, the people you've hurt. You are forgiven. You are accepted. You're okay. You are loved in spite of everything. So love yourself and nourish the seeds within you. Begin now. Start now. Give yourself a fresh start today. Celebrate you. So just allow those words to feel like truth deep inside. And hold those words with you in your heart as you practice this morning, and celebrate yourself and your body and the moment that you're in, and celebrate everything that's brought you to be here today, everything in your life that's come and gone, good and bad, and made you who you are today. So bring your hands together at your heart and just come in back into connecting to your breath, to your inhale and exhale. Treat every breath as pranayama, breath work. Good, and then gently just open your eyes and inhale to lift your arms up. Interlace your fingers, push your palms up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Breathe in and breathe out. And sink back down into those sit bones, sinking back into that root and lifting up into the crown and all that lies beyond the crown of the head. Take another deep breath in, release the hands and bring them down behind you. Fingers forwards, forearms are back and have a little arch. Let the chin lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And breathe. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, just let that sink down. Inhale, lift your arms up. We're going to twist to the right. So right hand goes behind, left hand on the knee. Look over the right shoulder. And now that you're here, just extend out your left leg out to the side a little way. And then see if you can tuck it around. So you're on the big toe side of your left foot. See if you can do that while still holding the twist. If not, come out and then just maneuver yourself. And just enjoy this twist this way. Again, sink down. Use these warm-ups while we're seated to really feel that root connection down through your base. And then we'll inhale to lift the arms up. And exhale, bring the hands down and find cross-legged again. Inhale, lift the arms, interlace the fingers, push up. Stretch, 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 stretch. And then release the hands behind you, fingers forwards and arch. Let the head drop back, feel the heart opening and expanding. Take another inhale and then relax it down. Inhale, lift the arms up and we'll twist to the left. So twisting around to the left side. And then as you hold the twist, if you can, just let that right leg go out a little to the side and then hook it round. So you're on the big toe side of the foot. So look over your left shoulder. Deep breaths. And then inhale, come back to center and hook that back round to cross-legged. Take another deep breath in. We're going to bring the right arm over, stretch out the left side. Just feel that you're stretching and opening up through the side body, working on all those nadi channels through the side body. Inhale, come up, and exhale, come over the other way. Stretching through your right side. Deep breaths. Inhale, lift up again. Now see if you can come onto your right forearm. Have the fingers facing forwards. So your arms at an angle, and then turn the head, look up if you can, and just come over as far as possible. Inhale, use your belly core strength to keep you steady as you come over into your left forearm. Turn the head, look up if that feels okay for your neck. And inhale, come up, bring the palms together. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Close the eyes and just again, just connect down into your base. From there, we're going to come round onto all fours. I'm going to try really hard to be on time today and not make people be super late. So I'm going to crack on. We're going to spread the fingers. We're going to inhale, take the tailbone high, look up. And exhale, tuck it under. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, tuck under. Let's do about 3 more of those in your own time. And then maybe 1 more. You're then going to tuck your toes under. And we're going to keep the knees bent as we go back into a little puppy dog. So it's not a full down dog, it's a puppy. So you're spreading your fingers, keeping the knees bent. You're pushing back, same through the upper body. So same through the hands, all the way back to lengthen back to your tailbone. But the knees are really bent. You can have a little bounce. Feel like your belly's drawing in and your abdomen sinking onto your thighs. Then we're going to take an inhale to push it forwards to a plank. So shoulders come above the wrists and the legs straighten out. Then exhale, bend the knees and sink back into that little puppy dog. Inhale, pushing it forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, pushing forwards, and inhale back. One more time, inhale, push it forwards, and exhale back. And then from there, we'll inhale to straighten the legs into a full down dog, gazing back between the knees or ankles. Squeeze the armpits together, relax the shoulders, tailbone lifts high, thighs back to the wall behind. Deep breath through the nose if you can. And then we'll lower down to the knees and come down onto the forearms. So you're going to come down onto your elbows, and then you're going to stretch your right foot back. We're going to come into a little Shishilasana plank. So right foot step back, left foot goes back two to hold plank. Don't let the hips go too low. If you feel discomfort in your lower back, it could be because you've gone a little bit too low. So you don't want to go too high either. You just want to feel like you can look through to your feet and just sort of gauge from there. You're going to hold it here. If you can, lift your right leg a little to hold, toes pointing down. You don't have to do this, and you can always lower to the knees if you need to. Lower the right foot, left foot lifts just a little, and lower. Deep breath in, and then lower the knees. Slide it back into child's. Come onto your elbows. Give the arms, give the wrists, sorry, a little rotate out either way. And then stretch your arms forwards. Really stretch them. Keep your head lifted as you stretch, stretch, stretch into your fingers. And then bring your forehead down. Good. Inhale. Come up to all fours. Tuck the toes under. Exhale. Down facing dog. From there, we're going to bend the knees. Look between the hands. Take a step or a jump to come to the front of the mat, looking up. And then slowly exhale to fold. Again, we're going to inhale to gently look up, draw the belly in. And then exhale to fold. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. We're then going to bend the knees and glide the hands up the legs, slide the fingertips up the legs as you roll up, vertebra by vertebra, rolling up. Lift the arms above the head. Look up as you interlace the fingers and push the palms up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly in, tuck the tailbone in. Feel like you're trying to eliminate all the curves in your body. And just feel that you're elongated right up from your heels to your crown. Ground into your feet. Look straight ahead as you inhale. And then tip over a little way to the right side. And stretch out that left side again, all the way from the ankle. Inhale. And exhale over the other way. Inhale, come to center. And then we'll release the hands slowly down. Bring the palms together and inhale, shoot the arms up. And exhale, slowly down, palms down. Bring the hands together and shoot them up on the inhale. And exhale, slowly down. Twice more. This time, inhale, shoot the arms up. And as you exhale, take the arms slightly back. So it's much stronger through the shoulders, across the upper chest. Once more, inhale. And exhale, take the arms slightly back as well. Good, really crunching out the shoulders. Bring the hands to center, close the eyes. And just take a few breaths here into Tadasana to pause. Good. So stay with your breath, be with your breath. Let this be a chance to really go to stillness. We're going to be flowing quite a lot this morning, but just because we're not still and pausing in the body, we can still find that stillness and pause in the mind. So feel like you're just going to put everything on hold now. Everything that you're busy going, everything that's going on, everything that's causing you to have to think mentally, whether that's good or bad stuff or just superficial things that are going on and things you have to do. Just feel like you're going to put it all on pause. And that this pause is going to be very healing for you, very therapeutic for you, just to have this time. So really get absorbed in the movement of your body, in the lefts, in the rights, in the inhales, the exhales, the twists, the variations, all the different parts of this flow that we're going to do. Just let yourself really go with it, a little bit like a dance. And blink your eyes open. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale down into a fold. We're going to inhale to look up halfway. And then exhale, step the left foot back. So it's left foot first. Step it back, lower the knee. Inhale, come up one hand at a time onto that right knee and have a little bounce as you squeeze your inner thighs together. And draw the belly up, square the shoulders back and down. And then sink deep to hold this low lunge. And then inhale, lift your arms up. Look up if you can, bring the palms together. Exhale, bring the hands slowly down to your heart and then take your left elbow to the right knee, looking over your right shoulder. Keep your left knee down. Just keep this a little warming twist for the spine, for the hips. Ground into that right foot. Inhale, bring your hands to center. And exhale, take the hands down to the inside of your right foot. Pick up your left knee and walk along to the long side of your mat. Bring the feet with you. And whenever you come to the long side of the mat, you generally want the toes a little bit in and heels a little bit out, unless we're doing a different pose, okay? Inhale, look up. And exhale, come down into a fold. Tuck all the way back, walk the hands back, let them be in line with the feet. And just enjoy an inversion, let the blood drain down. And then inhale, look up halfway, bring your hands a little bit forwards again. Now leave your hands at center and then keep the feet flat on the floor as you just sink over into that left knee a little bit. So away from the knee that's away from the front of the mat. But keep the feet flat so that right leg's extending, left knee's just bending a little. Feel that stretching out your inner thigh. Keep the hands at center. As you inhale, come to center and exhale, sinking it over to the other side. You could have a little bounce. Inhale to center, exhale to your left, little bounce. Inhale and exhale, little bounce. We'll then come over and hold. So inhale, center, exhale, come over into your left knee and hold it. Keep extending forward, so keep the spine and the front body sort of parallel to the floor. So you're not tucking right down here, you're just lifting up and working on the legs. Inhale, center, come over and hold into that right knee. Just breathe into that stretch. Go as low as you can, as long as the left foot stays down on the mat. Inhale, come to center. You're then going to walk both hands over to your left. Now you just come to wherever you can. You might find you need to hold on to your shin or your ankle. Some of you will find you can come down and take both hands to the outside of this left foot. If the right hand can go to the outside, that's great. Take a deep breath in to lengthen away. And then exhale, come down and tuck in. So you're trying to bring your chin towards your shin, a little bit like you would in a forward fold. Now this is quite strong in the hips and lower back, so take it steady and slow. So you're not doing anything that might jar, because we're getting really deep into the tissues here. So just hold it here to warm. And then you're going to take your left hand, slide it up the leg and bring it into your lower back. Try and keep both legs straight. You're then going to pull away, pull the chin away from the shin. So you're pulling your head back out so your spine is long from tailbone to crown. And then you could lift your left arm up. Your right hand still holding onto that left foot, or if not the foot, it's the ankle or the calf. So it becomes a deep twist. Good. Take another inhale. And then exhale, lower that left hand back down and tuck in again, chin towards the shin. So we're bringing the body back in towards that left leg. Abdomen's working towards the left thigh, chin's working towards the left shin. Again, slowly now, because there's a lot happening in these hips. You're going to inhale, just gently walk back to center. Let that happen slow. Look up. And exhale down into a fold. Inhale, look up, and then start to walk over to the right. Don't know about you, but I'm loving this stretch. Bring your hands either to the calf, ankle, or down to the foot. If the right hand can reach the, left hand can reach the outside of the right foot, brilliant. Take an inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, draw again, chin in towards that shin. Feel like you're pushing your tailbone up to the sky as you ground down. And then start to pull away as you inhale. Pull the chin away from the shin and slide the right hand up the thigh to the lower back and twist. Keep the left hand on the right foot to lever yourself around. So you've drawn away now, you're long from the tailbone to the crown, and maybe the right arm will lift. Look up to the right thumb. Draw the belly in, keep grounded through both feet. Maybe find your toes a little bit. Don't let it all be into the heels. Draw the shoulders a little away from the ears, but let them be soft. Deep breath in, and then exhale, bring that right hand down and tuck in again, chin towards the shin. And then we'll slowly walk little tiny hand steps to inhale, come to center, look up and really lengthen. And then exhale back down into the fold. From there, we're going to inhale, lift up and walk all the way back round to the front of your mats. Come all the way round. And then bring the hands flat to the floor. You're going to go either back to a regular down facing dog, or you're going to swing the right leg high. And then as you exhale, drop that right heel towards your left sit bone. Right knee stays lifted. And you could, if you wanted to extend it further, look under the right armpit, but that's entirely up to you. Right heel down towards left sit bone. Left leg is straight if possible. Deep breaths. And then we're going to inhale to square the hips and lift the right leg straight back behind. Toes are pointed. You could be in a down dog here. And then exhale forwards to plank. Point the toes down towards your mat. So right toes are pointed down. You're holding. You're then going to lower that right leg down. Keep the toes pointing down. Inhale, lift the left leg a little. Shoulders are above the wrists. Lower. Inhale, right leg lifts a little. And then we'll exhale, come all the way down to the mat. Inhale, come to a cobra. And exhale, back onto your knees. All the way back into child's. Bring the forehead down to the mat. Take a breath. Slide your hands back either side of your ears. Push up to kneeling. Keep low to begin. Bring the hands onto the thighs. And then inhale, lengthen all the way up. Bring the palms together. Exhale, sit back down and take the hands behind you. Same as we did sat cross-legged just now. We're just going to arch. So let the head drop back, arch, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then inhale, lift up. And exhale, come down to all fours. From here, we're going to inhale, look up. And exhale, tuck under. We're then going to step the right foot back between the hands. So we've come to that little low lunge again. But what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the right hand over to the inside of the left foot. And then we're going to swing this back leg. This left foot here is going to walk back round at an angle. So the foot's kind of gone behind the knee. And the right foot's going to stay where it is. And we're going to come up into other way. So the foot goes back, not that's it. And then you're going to come up. So you're long side of your mat. So looking to your right hand. So don't have your arms square to your knee. Have your right hand over your knee. So right hand, bring the right hand down onto the knee. And then you're fine. That's it. That way. No, you're at the right. The legs are fine. Sorry, I'm talking to someone behind the camera. Leave your legs where they were. Yes, I know, I want to. And then, because other people might be finding the same trouble. Okay, so you want a little low warrior two. And then you're going to turn your right palm arm and bring your left hand into your waist and go back into a little peaceful warrior. So we're looking up. And then bring that right forearm down to the knee, and the left arm's going to come over into a little side angle pose. Good. Well, then inhale, lift the arms up square to hold, and you're then going to straighten your right leg. So the long leg is going to straighten, which might mean you need to then just push the foot away a little bit. But don't let that happen. Don't let this hip and knee go out of alignment. Keep the left hip and knee aligned. Bring your arms up on the inhale. And then exhale, come over into gate pose. So your right hand is coming down onto your right. That's it. Palm is up. So you're not really using that hand too much as pressure. So the palm's up, you're looking up if you can. And then some of you will find that your core feels really strong here. So you can lift that right arm and maybe bring it parallel to the floor. So your core, your side body is doing all the work. Deep breaths. And then we're going to inhale, lift both arms up. And then we're going to come over the other way. So the left hand is going to go down to the floor. As you do that, you'll feel this hip wanting to rotate in. So the right hip's going to rotate. The toes are going to move from pointing away in line with the knee to flexing in. So that foot is now flexed and the right arm has lifted. Look straight ahead or up, it's up to you. Draw your belly in and try to really tuck in your tailbone. We're going to lift and lower. So we're going to inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale. See if you can hold it. If not, lower down. See if you can hold for 2. Shoulders down, 3, belly in, 4, and 5 to lower. You're then going to push to come back up, and you'll swivel that right foot back to the front of the mat, bend into that right knee to find your Virabhadrasana 2 again. From there, we're going to windmill the left hand over to meet the right. As you bring the hands down, swivel this left knee, but just be a little bit careful with it, particularly if you're on a really hard floor. Maybe just lift and lower it to get it round, because sometimes that kneecap does not enjoy that movement. You're going to tuck your left toe under, go back to down facing dog. And hold. Deep breaths here. We're then going to inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, swing it through. Keep the left heel up to begin, okay? So left heel stayed lifted, thighs squeezing in together as you inhale, lift the arms up into Asta Chandrasana. Exhale, sink a little lower. Of course, lower the left knee down if you need to. Bring the palms together and down to your heart. And then left elbow is going to the right knee into a prayer twist again. Deep breaths. Inhale, come back to center. Now you're going to step that left foot down to the mat. Keep the right knee bent. So you're in your warrior 1. Lift the arms up into warrior 1. Deep breath in. Exhale, we've come up to warrior 2. So we're going to do that same flow again. Standing. So we'll turn the right palm up. Let the left hand drop down the leg to peaceful. And then exhale, forearm to knee to side angle. Inhale, come up and straighten your right leg. So rather than gate pose, we're going to go to Trikonasana. So inhale, reach out. Exhale, come down, Trikonasana. To hold. Now you're going to stay here, or you're going to bend the right knee. Right hand goes to the floor, just a little bit in front of the right toes. We're going to lift and lower into our half moon balance. We're going to inhale, lift the left leg, flex the foot, and then bend the right knee to exhale, come down and just touch the floor with the left toe. Inhale to lift, And exhale to lower. Inhale to lift for 3. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift for 4. And exhale. And then inhale, coming up. And we'll hold for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lowering it down and pushing up, back to warrior 2. Brilliant. We'll then windmill the left hand to meet the right. Both hands go to the mat. Inhale, step to the front of the mat, looking up. Exhale down into a fold. Inhale, coming up. And exhale to fold. One more time. Inhale, look up. And exhale. And then slide your hands, fingertips up the legs. So it's slow, slow, rolling up. Lift the arms. Bring the palms together. Push the palms up to the ceiling. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Deep breath in. Exhale, tip a little over to the right. Inhale. Exhale, tipping a little over to the left. Inhale, release the hands. Exhale, bring them down, palms down, taking them a little bit back to really open up the shoulders. Bring the palms together. Inhale, shoot them up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the hands together at the heart. Close the eyes. And just soften and settle into a pause. Good. So just pausing there just a moment. Check something. And we're going to go through that on the other side. So we'll inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale down into a fold. Inhale, look up halfway. So it's the right foot's going back here. Exhale, step it back, lower the knee. One hand at a time comes up onto the left knee. Squeeze inner thighs, jaw, belly in, shoulders back and down. And just have a little bounce. Just to feel you're opening the hips and the thighs on this side. And sink it low. From there, inhale, lift the arms. Bring the palms together to look up. And then slowly exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Namaste, right elbow, left knee, looking over your left shoulder. From there, we're going to inhale, lift the arms, and then bring both hands down to the inside of your left foot. So now that right foot, the right foot's going to go backwards. So it's going to go back. So it's sort of in line with your knee. Your left leg stays where it is. And then lift your arms up. Maybe windmill that right arm to come to Virabhadrasana 2. In a little low Virabhadrasana 2. Turn your left palm up and bring your right hand into your waist to go back to a peaceful. And then exhale, bring the forearm to the knee and the right arm's going to come all the way over into a little low side angle pose. From there, you're going to lift the arms up to shoulder level and straighten that left leg, walking the foot away a little bit if you need to feel square. And just feel like you're sort of sandwiched here between these two panes of glass that are holding you. Just really trying to lift up, tuck tailbone in, belly drawn in, feel really tall. And then turn your left palm up again and come over. So the left back of the hand is resting on the thigh, the knee, the shin, and you're coming over into gate pose. Right arm in line with the with the ear. Good. Hold it. Wonderful. Some of you might find you can lift that left arm. That does make it really strong, so you don't have to. And then push to inhale, lift both arms up. That left hip and foot are going to rotate in as you bring that right hand down. So the right wrist is below the shoulder. Left arm is lifting. So again, just check this hip is in line and the left foot is now flexed. Otherwise, that's going to feel really awkward if you're trying to roll the hip back. Tuck it in. So you're internally rotating for this one. We're going to inhale, lift the left leg up and then lower to exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Twice more. Inhale and exhale. We'll then hold it. So inhale, come up and hold for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring it down. And then lift up, arms come out to shoulder level, swivel that left foot back round to the front of the mat, bend into the knees, you're back into that little low warrior 2. And then we'll windmill the right arm up and over. As I say, just be careful with that knee. I would sort of lift and lower it a little bit if you want to, unless you're on a nice soft carpet, it might feel a bit much. So you can go back to down dog, or we're going to swing the left leg high. So inhale, take it high if you can into down dog, and then lower the left heel down towards the right sit bone. Left knee's really high, it's really lifted. Those of you that want to go another step, you could look under the left arm, really straightening that right leg. And then straighten your left leg to square your hip, so that you've brought that left hip down to square with your right. Belly draws in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale forwards to plank. Lower that left foot down to the mat. Bring it down so you're in a plank pose. And then toes pointing down. Inhale, lift the right leg just a little way. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left leg just a little way, and then bring it all the way down to the mat. Point the toes. Inhale to cobra. Stay here a moment. Sink down into thighs, tops of the feet. Deep breath in. And then exhale back onto the knees and slide, slide, slide all the way back down. Bring the forehead down to the mat to relax in child just for a moment. Enjoy a stretch and deep breaths. Good. From there, we're going to inhale, come to all fours. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, down facing dog. Pause here a moment and just feel you're just sinking your body in together. Good. We're then going to inhale, lift the left leg high. And exhale, swing it back through between the hands. Keep the right knee and heel up. As you inhale, slowly come up to your high lunge. And exhale, sink a little deeper, maybe look up. Then the hands come together. Lower them down to your heart. And take your right elbow to your left knee into the twist. Looking back over your left shoulder. Of course, lower your right knee down if you need to. Good. And then inhale, gently come back to center and just drop that right heel down. So you might need to just adjust slightly to keep bending into the left knee, right heel lowers to bring the arms up into warrior 1. Look up a little way and then exhale, open it out into warrior 2. Turn the left palm up. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Right hand goes down the leg. And then exhale, side angle. Inhale, lift up to warrior two and straighten your left leg. We're going to inhale, reach out. Exhale, Trikonasana, coming down to look up to your right thumb. You're going to stay here, maybe, and if the arm needs to, the right arm could sink down into your hip, or you're going to bend the left knee, take the left hand to the mat. Inhale, lift your right leg, foot is flexed, left leg straight. Bend the left knee to exhale, just let the toe, right toe touch the mat to lift and lower. Inhale to lift, and exhale to lower. Inhale to lift for 3, and exhale to lower. Inhale to lift for 4, and exhale, lower. And then inhale, come up to hold for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower it down, come all the way back up, warrior 2. Windmill your hands, step back to down dog, and just take a little moment to rest in a child's pose. So come down onto your knees and just take a moment to pause. Good, deep breaths. Lovely. So just let yourself really relax here now. Before we move on, we've got one more standing pose to do. And just remember the importance of just enjoying that pause. Being still in the mind while the body works and moves and stretches and releases. And then slowly inhale to come up to all fours. If you're ready to, stay a little longer if you need. Tuck the toes, exhale, down dog. Walk the hands back towards your feet. Have a little dangle for a moment. And then bend the knees to inhale, lift up. And exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. So we're going to do a balance. We're going to do Natarajasana, the dancer pose. Okay, so if you don't want to do this, you could just take a regular, you could just step the right foot over, or you could bring the right foot into your left thigh for a tree. Or you can take this, just the first step, and not go any further, okay? So what we're going to do, the first step is hands on the hips. Just choose your gaze point. And just come into all those parts of you that need to connect in order to balance. So your breath, your posture, your gaze point, mind, just joining in, feeling positive. And then you're going to lift the right knee. You could just stay here and hold it. It's okay, toes pointing down. Try not to let the right hip lift. Keep the hips square. Or you're going to slide the hand down the shin. Take hold of the inside of the right foot. Lift your left arm. You could just stay here. Or you're going to start to tip forwards into the full Natarajasana pose where the right foot pulls back, pulling that right shoulder back, gazing beyond your left middle finger. Try not to let the right knee go out to the side. Lower your hip down a little bit. Keep that knee in to center. To hold. And then release. Come back and have a little shake. Well done. Lovely. Beautiful. Love this pose. So hands come to the hips again. It's a challenging one, but it's lovely when it happens. So we're going to bend the left knee, toes point down, hold on to the knee, lower that left hip, slide the hand down the shin, take the inside of the left foot. And again, watch this knee isn't already going out. Keep it in. Inhale, lift up your right arm. You could bend the standing leg a little bit to make this a little more gentle. And reach forwards and pull that left foot back. So you can really feel that in your shoulder. Lower the left hip down to hold. Well done. Inhale, coming up. Good. And release it out. Have another little shake. Wonderful. So inhale, lift your arms, stretch, stretch, stretch. We'll slowly exhale now because that was quite a deep back bend. So slowly come down. Bring the hands to the shins at first. Take a breath here. And then inhale, lengthen, and exhale, come down a little bit further. Release the lower back. From there, step back to plank. And from plank, we're going to lower to the mat and come onto the forearms into Sphinx. Good. So find your Sphinx and sort of wriggle back and close your eyes. And just let the spine sink. Let the thighs sink. And it's up to you. You could be quite soft here now. You could feel like that's what your body needs. Or you could really activate it by pushing into forearms, lifting, squeezing the heart forward, shoulders back and down. And then if you wanted to go a little deeper, you're going to inhale, find your hip bones and tops of thighs, and then inhale, lift your right leg, point your toes to hold. So the leg is straight, reaching into the toes. And then lower. And then maybe the left leg lifts, reaching into the toes. And lower. And then we'll do both legs. So that's strong in your back. You can find a little bit more lift through the elbows and forearms, shoulders squeeze back and down. Really activate the spine, energize the spinal column. Deep breath in and lower down and just let that settle. Take an inhale and then exhale, come down, chin or forehead to the mat. Draw the hands back either side of your ears. Ground down into your thighs and tops of feet. So it feels almost like your kneecaps are lifting. So really activate and strengthen the legs. Pushing down, down, down. Shoulders way down, hands squeeze into the mat. To inhale, come up to hold. Bhujangasana for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower. Take a breath. Relax, and then again, activate those legs, thighs, tops of feet, kneecaps lifting, elbows in, shoulders down. Inhale. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower. Again, relax. And then activate for one more. Inhale, coming up to hold. And lower. Push up and then come straight round onto your back. So come round onto your back, hug your heels in and come to lie. Ready for a back bend, few back bends, okay? So heels are in towards sit bones. Feet are hip width apart, knees are hip width apart. Hands are by your sides, chin is into chest. We're going to do as many of these as you can, okay? If it feels too much, just go up and down a few times, just very gently, okay? So if you can, we're going to inhale, push down into feet, engage thighs to lift up, chest to chin, wiggle shoulder blades in a little bit, lifting up to hold. Knees, we're feeling like we're holding a little ball between the knees, so we can't let them go out. We're going to keep holding, squeezing in, resistance in those thighs. And lower down. Stay as you are. Don't hug the knees in yet. Deep breath in. Long exhale. And again, inhale, come up. This time, interlace your fingers. Push down into the biceps and wrists. Push the backs of the hands towards the heels. Wiggle your feet in a little bit closer together and inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. And lower. Take the weight into your right leg and lift your left leg up towards the sky. And lower. Release the hands and come down to settle. Close your eyes again. Don't hug the knees in yet unless you're done. We've got one more to do. We'll do a supported bridge. So we're going to come up onto the toes, lift, tuck your hands. So you're hanging onto the side of your hip bones, lower your heels down. Lovely pose. Just work it where you can, feet, thighs, spine, chest to chin, chin into chest. Deep breath in, and then exhale to slowly, slowly come down. Hug your right knee in, give it a squeeze. And then release and hug your left knee in to squeeze. Now take your left leg over your right. So you've just brought the knees as close together as you can. Take the arms out wide and drop into a twist to the right. Turn the head to the left. And just let go there. Come back onto your back. Release that left foot down and cross the right leg over the left and come over to the left. Turn the head to the right. And then come onto your back. Release, hug both knees in. Give them a squeeze. Take your hands behind your thighs. Have a little rock back and forth. Come all the way up to sit. Straight legs out in front. Hands are to the sides. Just take a moment to pause in Dandasana. Let everything soften and come back into that root anchor, Muladhara, down into your base. Muladhara can go really off balance when, well, like recent events that sort of, you know, when you're not only being shaken up in your world, but the whole world is being shaken up. It's very rare that that happens. So, you know, a lot of us found that our base chakras, that sort of basic survival needs, it's all been a little bit, you know, challenged for lots and lots of people. That basic feeling safe, feeling secure. But you can get that back. You can feel that way no matter what's going on around you, because it is a spiritual part of us. Part of us is spiritual beings. And it really comes down to just feeling like you have a right to be here on earth exactly as you are. That's kind of the mantra for Muladhara. Having a sense of, I'm meant to be here. This is where I'm supposed to be right now, this second. Just continually coming back to that throughout your day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and just trusting that it's all happening exactly as it should. And even when things feel wrong, they're not. They're just we're out of our comfort zones, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's not supposed to be happening. So feel that you can breathe into your body and breathe into the moment and just feel that you are fully present and that you are and do have every right to be here exactly as you are in this body with all of the bits of yourself. And then blink your eyes open, look to your toes and activate your legs a little bit. Pull the toes back, activate the spine a little bit, lift up, inhale, lift the arms. So lots of back bends to release. We're going to exhale, come forwards very slowly. So you might just want to start with your fingers around your big toes. So it's quite gentle to start. Or if you're not reaching your feet, hands on knees or shins. From there, inhale, lengthen, draw the belly in. And exhale, coming forwards, chin to shin. And then you might want to take it a little deeper. So you could inhale, lengthen again, and maybe take the hands over the feet or around the sides of the feet or interlace the fingers around the feet. Just so long as you're just creeping forwards to release the lower back. That's all we want to be doing here. Don't worry too much about what your body's doing. As long as you're releasing those back bends and releasing the lower spine, you're going to leave the class feeling much, much better if the back's been able to do that. So just holding and breathing. And then inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, just twist round to the right. Looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, bring the arms back to center. And a little twist round to the left as you exhale. Inhale, come back to center and release the hands down. Bring your right foot in and step it over your left knee. Inhale, lift the arms again, twisting to the right. This time left elbow goes on the right knee as we twist to look over the shoulder. Just a little bit deeper into that twist now. Inhale, come back and release. Leg and hands. Bring the left foot in, step it over the right knee. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale to your left, right elbow, left knee, looking over the left shoulder to breathe. Good. Coming back to center, stretching the legs out, shuffling forwards to come back down onto the mat, onto the back, squeeze the knees in. And then let the left foot go down to the floor. Keep the knee bent. Bring the left hand onto the thigh and just start to slowly circle that right knee on its own. Use your right hand to circle it one way. And then circle it back the other way. Really slow. Squeeze it in. Bring it down to the mat, hug the left knee in. And then right hand could sit on the thigh. We'll start to circle the left knee. Round and round, slow, slow. Back the other way. Let go of those clicks and creaks. And then squeeze it in again. And bring your right knee back. And I think we'll finish with happy baby. So arms come to the inside of the knees, peace fingers around the big toes. Or maybe hold the sides of the feet. I think it makes it a little bit stronger to hold the sides of the feet. It just means you can get a little bit more down into the hips. But if that's too much, you can hold on to the big toes or even hold on to your calves or hold on to your leggings. Just so long as you can really feel that your hips are Getting a nice restorative, therapeutic stretch to finish. Maybe some rocking. And then any other movements you want to make in this pose, feel free to stretch out, to rock, to go wider or closer, whatever you feel. Tuck the chin into the chest, keep the neck nice and long. And then bring the soles of the feet together. And then bring the little toe sides of the feet down to the mat. Bring both hands onto your belly, one a little below the navel, one a little above. And just feel your breath as you sink down here. Each exhale, just allowing you to sink a little bit deeper down. And then from there, bring the knees together. Just heel toe your feet a little bit out to the sides. They're a little bit wider than your hips and your knees can drop in. Just helps the hips to release after Supta Baddha Konasana. Sink into the spine, into the shoulders, into the back of the head. Then you can stay here if this feels good for you, or you're going to let your legs go long. And come into Savasana. Hands can go out to the sides, palms are up. Grabbing anything you need, anything at all to feel comfortable. And rest. Good. Deep breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. And just allowing it all to sink heavily down through the body, into the mat. And just let yourself sink and soften. Sink and soften down through the whole body. And just letting go of all the pressure. Allowing yourself to really enjoy this pause. Moving into a nice, calm, peaceful space. And imagining again that red colour at your base chakra. Imagine this red inside your body like a ball of spinning energy. Imagine that this red colour is filling the whole of your hips, your lower back. It's bringing great healing to any issues that you have physically with your hips and your lower back. Imagine this red energy moving down your legs, taking with it healing light for your thighs, your hamstrings, your sciatic nerve, down into your knees. Imagine this red healing energy there at your knees, getting really deep into your knees and all the intricacies of the knees and healing and helping any problems you have there. And then imagine it traveling down through your calves and shins into your ankles. And imagine this red energy getting into your feet. Again, all the many intricacies of your feet and your toes, from your heels, the soles of your feet, tops of your feet, into your toes, your big toes, your second toes, your third toes, your fourth toes, and your baby toes. Imagine this red healing light is filling the whole of the lower part of your body. And then it's moving down through your feet, through the earth. And then just below the surface of the earth, it connects you to your earth star. A part of you, a part of your makeup, of your energy body is within earth. It travels with you wherever you go. You have another one also above the head, above the crown. It's called the soul star. That also moves with you, connecting you to your soul wherever you go. So no matter how you're feeling, your energy body is working for you to keep you connected to earth and connected to your soul, so that you are a whole being, not just a small part that is the physical body and the mind. You really feel that connection now. Feel really connected to this little tiny piece of the planet that you're taking up this morning, this few inches of space that are yours today. Know that you have every right to take up those few inches. You are meant to be just where you are, exactly where you are. There's no question that you should be anywhere else or that anything else should be happening. This is perfect. And this is a miracle. So let go of all those complexities that make you who you are, all that stuff that the mind and ego create to make life very complicated and stressful. And just come back to the true simplicity of you being here. So simple, so true, the only truth there really is this moment. And so as you lie here now, I'm just going to read you the second poem of the morning. So just come back aware enough of hearing these words, if you can. The goal of yoga, it's not the handstand. The yoga pose is not the goal. Becoming flexible is not the goal. Standing on your hands is not the goal. The goal is to create space where you were once stuck. To unveil the layers of protection you have built around your heart. To appreciate your body and become aware of the mind and the noise it creates. To make peace with who you are. The goal is to love, well, you. Come to your yoga mat to feel, not to accomplish. Shift your focus and your heart will grow. So just gently bringing an awareness back fully to your body now and to your breath. And start to find some movement in your hands and feet. And have a stretch, maybe reach the right arm up and stretch from right fingers to right toes. And then the left arm, left fingers to left toes. And then hug your knees in and roll to your right side. And then gently come up to sit and bring your hands together with your heart. So carrying your practice forwards throughout your day to day, remembering that earth star that follows you, your soul star that follows you wherever you are. And just keep remembering that you are a soul in a human body. You're a soul first. It's been placed into this human body, connects you into this earth. And repeat yourself the mantra before we finish. I have a right to be here. I have a right to be here on earth exactly as I am. And start to rub your hands together. Placing your hands over your eyes, just let them sit there a little moment. And then blink your eyes open and bring your hands down when you're ready. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that, all of you.